Obviously the point was never to run GNOME files from Toolbox, but it was the only thing I actually managed to run. But since I did, I want to wish all the best to upcoming GNOME 40 release. And Files app is perhaps the first module that has been officially bumped to version 40. If for some reason you're unaware for the new versioning scheme, you can read everything on this post. From my side I will simply say, finally, normal version releases! So back to the original point, and the point was to build GNOME Session from master on Fedora Toolbox, and then run it on host. In theory it is even possible to start desktop sessions from Toolbox, directly from host GDM, which is very impressive. So I read this guide from Florian that explains the process, but unfortunately I was keep getting some OpenGL context errors. And everything goes back to this very question. Can Silverblue become our main operating system today? First of all, what's main PC is something relative. For example, this PC? It is not really my main, it is mostly like my personal. As a matter of fact, it is not even personal, this is my sharing PC, whatever I do there, is what you watch here. I'd say that my main PC is the one I use to work, because everyone's life is pretty much their work. And ironically it runs Windows, because of Autodesk simulation software. No! But now I believe I'm overcomplicating the story, so let's keep it simple and assume that's my only PC. And I want to do 3 things on this PC. First I want to do lots of animation with Blender and Unity. Second I need to do some programming, which relates to the animation. And last but certainly not least, I want to be able to run GNOME development, and do my usual demos, which I obviously failed on my first attempt. But fear not about, because Babywell Corporation has a contingency plan. The reality is that Silverblue requires heavy use of Fedora Toolbox, and Fedora Toolbox is an extra layer to our workflow. You can pretty much think of it like an improved WSL on Windows. But it's also true that since the last time I used Silverblue as main box, and that was like in Silverblue 32 and branched out, the Toolbox environment has improved a lot. And I don't mean the Toolbox script, but the Podman container and the integration with the host system. Just a year ago it was a bug after bug, but today and so far at least, everything works pretty smooth. Now, if the advantages of Silverblue are enough to overcome the disadvantages, is for another video, and it really scales down on everyone's personal use. But personally I'm done with the old Linux world, aka Ubuntu and Fedora, Arch Linux and all those. And no matter what, I will go fully with Silverblue for my home PC.
Locked in a cage with all the rats, I slipped through the cracks and now I'm stuck with the scraps and I can't seem to find my way back. Get me out of here. I'm ready for stardom after all these years. I'm done with little girls. I wanna be someone in this world. Little girls, everywhere I turn I can see them.